Uh-oh, now you can see our faces. But if you're on Spotify, you can't. So, sorry, or you're welcome, whichever way you prefer to do it. We're back! It's the first episode of Aspect Ratio for 2023, and it's literally released to your ear holes and face holes on December 1st. It's January 1st. That's how a year starts, Smack, you fucking moron. Welcome to the skewed content views of we. And by we, I mean me and he. He being Dan. Dan, how's it going?
Hello. Yes, it's been an eventful month between. I say a month. It's actually been just a week since the last Deadlist, but it feels like a month.
It's been less than actually, it's been more than a week. It's been like a fortnight since we recorded these because we recorded all the ones before Christmas.
Yeah, we recorded the one before Christmas. Yeah,
it's been like 2 weeks. I've forgotten how the fuck to do it, as you could probably tell by the intro. This week, though, it's not just me and he. Me and he is joined by she. We're joined by Z. Z, how's it going?
Oh, going good, thank you.
Your audio completely cut out there as you went up.
Wow.
He's bringing the energy for 2023.
I am.
Yeah, but this is the thing. We've spoke before about getting guests on. We wanted to get some guests on. And we've spoke about wanting to introduce a little bit more to the video side of these that we release on YouTube as well. So we figured, why not combine it all and start the year the best possible way by doing both at the same time. Here's a guest and let's force them to be on camera. And force Dan to actually put on clothes before 10 o'clock in the morning.
Rushing to get my makeup on this morning.
I mean, to be honest, right? I didn't know we're fully going into the whole video mode. I think it was until yesterday.
Yeah,
it is. And yesterday I was meant to go get a haircut and a shave, but the lazy person came out to me and went, "It's too cold outside."
Yeah, to be fair, I was going to get a haircut during the week as well, and just went, "Nah, I'd rather go shopping."
Yeah. Well, I can't go shopping at all anytime this year.
Wow.
At all. Because I is planning a holiday.
Oh, okay. Are you going all the way from one part of the northeast to the other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it is technically the northeast of some country.
Yeah, no, you're coming to the northeast of Scotland, you fucker.
Yeah. Also to the northeast of Japan.
Oh, fudge knuckles.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Hang on, this is... Well, I mean, I was going to start this off. Normally we have a discussion about what's happened since the last show, but I was going to start this one off with, because it's the start of the new year, what we're... our own individual goals / resolutions, if you will. I can actually do the air quotes and people can see them this time. What they would be for folks to tie into the new year. So that you've kind of kicked it off anyway. You plan on going on a holiday. What else have you got lined up?
So obviously, I want to continue losing the weight.
Uh-huh.
It is preferably, get rid of some of the stuff that's in my house in the form of old clothes that no longer fit.
Fair.
Either too small or too big, because at the moment they're still in the cupboard, gathering dust. I suppose the only thing they're gathering.
Insulation for the winter, mate. That's all it is. Just insulating your walls.
What do you mean insulation? To get them on, I'd have to sew 3 together, some sort of Shrek belt.
No, but I mean just keeping them in the fucking Shrek belt.
Shrek belt.
I just mean by having them in the cupboard, in the house, you're kind of insulating that cupboard, so the cold's not coming through that part of your house.
I'm not going in the cupboard.
No, I know you're not. I mean, it's insulated.
That's where Dan lives now.
Fucking hell. What else have you got fucking planned? Jesus Christ. Gain a brain cell.
Somewhere around here. I've lost it.
It's in the cupboard with the rest of the fucking clothes.
No wonder I couldn't.
It's all moth-eaten.
I've never been in there. I mean, that's pretty much my main 2 things here is go to Japan eventually, and to lose the weight, hopefully.
Have you got a time scale on when you want to go to Japan? I'm not going to say for the weight thing because that's fucking...
No, I want to gain enough money for this year so I can go next year.
I like how this year enough money. Not earn it, not work for it, gain it.
Gain it, yes.
By any means necessary.
But yes, so if you see anyone on the news in a mask and a sombrero hat, right, going by the name of El Fantigo, right, don't worry, it's just me.
Sombrero hat, what?
Dan's first trip before he goes to Japan is to go to Mexico and compete in Lucha Libre.
That's how he's going to earn the money.
That's what I was thinking. He's going to save the money first for a trip to fucking Mexico. I did also think he was going to say about if you see a man in the paper robbing a bank with a sombrero. I was like, it's not quite giving away exactly who you are.
Exactly.
No bad like that. No.
I mean, out of the police don't watch podcasts. It's fine.
We hope.
That's why we've got videos. We should have told Dan about this far enough in advance that he could wear a mask throughout all the episodes, just so no one will ever finger him for the robberies of banks in the northeast of England. Z, have you got anything lined up for yours? I mean, obviously we're together,
Yes.
so please don't say that you're planning a trip to fucking Japan, because I don't think I'll
On my own. No, not really. I'm not really one for making kind of New Year's resolutions, but I would like to lose weight. And like get back at the gym, get a bit more healthier. That's kind of like a goal for the year, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we have discussed as well about going away
Yes.
on holiday. So
Fuck Japan, though. I'm sorry.
no,
It's too far.
Don't fuck
That's too
Japan.
far.
Japan is good.
we've discussed the cruise.
Yes.
So we'd like to go on a cruise. Smack has mentioned the Norwegian fjords. And
cruise
me as a
sounds good.
Disney fan, they have a Disney Dreamliner, so an actual cruise ship, which has basically got Disney on it. So and they
Yeah.
actually do trips there. So
Yeah.
something like that
You can
would be good.
Combine the two, do the Disney fjords.
Aw.
Oh, that sounds like
I know. It'd be quite cool. Just want to see if I can yeet Mickey across a glacier.
No. Not Mickey.
I don't know why I said glacier. There's no glacier. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, my camera's just switched off. I forgot to press the record button earlier. Shut up. There we go. Right, there we go. First fucking video fuck up of the brand new year comes from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't recording the whole of this, or
No, I've been recording the whole list. I just forgot to press record on my actual camera so that it wouldn't go into sleep mode.
Oh.
nah? Of course.
It's fine. You just got 3 seconds of the word Sony hand cam on my screen. Which, to be
Sony's
fair,
making an appearance.
I know, I was going to say, not sponsored, but Sony, if you
No,
want to send
definitely
a
not
new
sponsored,
camera, I'll take an A6000 if you're offering. Just Sony, if you want that, for that brief second of advertising you just got on this
Yeah,
podcast.
just that brief few seconds of this is Sony. This is what I use.
Exactly. Yeah, I try to think, like, for me, again, I'm not one, I don't set goals. I'm not really a goals. I used to be. I went to a seminar a few years ago, hosted by someone who was all about goal setting and how to achieve and all that jazz. And I understand the benefits to them, but for me and sort of the philosophy and the psychological approach that I take, I tend not to set goals because there's this positivity of hitting a goal that is then met with a crushing sort of wave that makes you think, right, now what? Now I have to set another one. It's
that kind of
Yeah.
you give yourself a time scale and it's
you're chasing a high the entire time. Like you're chasing a high,
pretty
which, and I'm like, no, I'll do that. I'm just going to get stuck in a fucking cycle of constantly chasing that high. I'd rather actually enjoy myself throughout, not just enjoy myself at the end as I've done it and then go, fuck, now what?
Do you know what is also annoying about the new year sometimes? It is.
has
It's the whole new
365 days.
year, new me type thing.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
fucking start that. If you want a new year, new me, start it. Just do it. You don't have to wait until
It is.
January.
Yeah, exactly. Just like new year. So fine. I want new year. Same me, but thinner.
Yeah,
How about
exactly. It's like it's not new year, new me. We're not fucking like uploading ourselves into a chip in our head yet, Elon Musk. It's not a brand new
Just like-
body.
It's just like, and now we get the upgraded Kyle 2.0.
Yeah,
You know?
who's
My-
Kyle?
I know.
Oh,
who the
fuck,
fuck,
I
who the fuck? You stop
No
fucking
idea.
doxing yourself on the fucking. It's the second podcast in a row you've given away your real name, you daft swine.
Nah, terrible. Absolutely
You are
terrible.
Dan.
I was
I think
talking
the
to
only. Oh yeah, go for it.
I was talking to guild members because they know me as Kyle,
Yeah.
but they don't know me as Dan. And one time when my other friends met met them and they called me Dan, they didn't question why my name was Dan.
Yeah.
They questioned why my name was Kyle.
Yes. Exactly, because you're not a Kyle. You don't look like a Kyle. You look like a Dan.
Oh, you're a Dan.
You'll
Do I
always
look like a Dan?
Well, I think the problem is, so we knew your name as Dan before we saw a photo of you. So when we saw a photo, it was like, yeah, that's Dan. We didn't go, that's Kyle, but we call him Dan.
I mean, what does a Dan look like? What does a Kyle look like?
Look in the fucking mirror. You'll see what a Dan looks like.
I don't own a mirror.
In fact, look at your reflection in the screen right now.
I don't own a mirror.
You actually don't own a mirror?
No.
Not even in your bathroom?
It's
No,
fine,
I
Dan. If
should,
it makes you feel better, we've got enough fucking mirrors to balance out your lack of using of them.
Yeah.
We've got you covered. Do you know that it's impossible to buy a brand new mirror? It's
That
impossible.
is... Yeah, because it's always been used,
What?
isn't it?
Yeah, every mirror that you ever buy has already been used.
Stop questioning my brain.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm not questioning. Sorry,
It's
confusing.
Every single mirror that you buy is second hand. It's already been used. Its main purpose
That's
is to show a
weird.
reflection. And before it's even left a warehouse of somewhere, it's already been used. It's not like someone saw the reflection in it. So every single mirror. You can never buy a brand new mirror.
You
more
and
you
your,
know.
I don't get where you get these weird facts sometimes.
Just, yeah, it's too much time on TikTok. To
I
be
swear you Google like weird facts I could use in podcasts, and that just shows up.
Nope. The sad thing is, a lot of these have been stuck in my brain for years. And
Yeah.
every so often, one just comes to the forefront. And it's like, did you know?
You'll be good at quizzes. There we go.
I'm not bad at a quiz. I must admit, I'm not great. I'm not bad at a quiz. My problem is I get too easily distracted. So that, like, I'll get asked a question in a quiz, and
Yeah.
I'll know the answer, but then my brain goes off on a tangent of like other things connected to that answer, and then I miss the next 6 questions.
Yeah, I mean, I know one weird fact.
Okay, go on then.
And that was the orange. The color was actually named after the fruit, not the other way around.
Yeah, so the fruit came first.
The fruit came first, yes.
There's this. Shame we can't answer that same question about chickens and eggs. See, what's your weird fact? Come on, fuck it.
Oh.
On the spot there.
I know. You used to have a history of writing these on a whiteboard. Just pluck one of those out.
I'm stuck now. Magenta's not really not a real colour. There we go.
We know that. That's just shit.
Oh fuck.
Just a shade.
Horses need passports. There we go.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. All horses need passports.
For what?
Just being owned, yeah.
Just passport. Just when they go on the plane, they go, yeah, you looks like a horse. Yep.
Not
And
for-
gives it back.
Holy fuck, I'm starting to understand the long queues at fucking immigration now.
There's like long queue, 5 horses.
I know, it's like, holy shit, I'm going to be here for days. There's hundreds of people. No, there's just 6 horses ahead of you. Until it's...
And struggling to get a passport at the hooves.
I want to know how big the booth is where they sit and get their photo taken for it.
No,
Also,
I-
do they get their photo taken side on? Is it like profile? Or is it... is it head on?
No, do you know, like,
It'll probably be like side like a
How
stamp.
fucking big would the passport be for that head to fit on it?
do you
They're
know
not
how-
like
do you-
human passports. I think they're just they're similar, but they're more or less a passport. But you need one. You need one to own the horse. Like if you don't have the passport, it's
Why is it called
like-
a passport then if it's not used to get on planes?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right?
Ask
It
the
would be like a
horse
driver's
people.
license. Giving a horse a driver's license, but not asking them to drive.
They said I could never teach a llama to drive. No, llama, no. I've just got fucking wonderful images of like horses queuing, and just horses
mess.
going
Just
about,
think of the mess
going
in the
into the
airports.
post office trying to get the paperwork filled in and sent away on time. You got a family of horses. There's always one family member whose passport's expired.
And then when they're at the airport and they say, "Did you pack this bag yourself?" and they say, "Nay."
So, oh god, I've now just got Home Alone
I
2.
could do jokes too.
Fuck, I'm skipping over that one. Home Alone 2. You know when they're all in the airport going, Kevin, but it's horses.
Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here.
It's horses.
Nay.
Oh dear lord! Snakes on a plane. Nope, horses on a plane.
Look at these motherfucking horses in this motherfucking queue.
Oh fucking hell! That reminds me of the sorry, just random tangents now. The other shit joke I got when Brexit first became a thing, when they said the next James Bond film was just going to be 2 hours of him standing in passport control at Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Oh my
There we
god.
go. Why?
Oh dear. So anyway,
Anyway,
this podcast is about content creation, I promise. We usually start off as with our stupid fucking Twitter drama that goes on. Now, I don't expect our guest to be able to bring drama because our guest is our guest, and we don't want them focused on the negativity. But if they have any drama they wish to mention, we will get to them in just a moment. Because first, it's Dan. Dan, what have you got?
Well, I've mostly been focusing on not something that happened recently, but it's happened a week ago, right? And it's something to do with all content creators.
Was it Christmas?
And that is no.
Okay.
That is the idea of self-promotion.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
I don't know if you guys noticed because it only happened for like a good hour. But Elon Musk changed the policy of Twitter.
What?
Ah, yes, I have heard about this. Yeah.
So with the policy of Twitter, you weren't allowed to self-promote on Twitter with your like Instagram and Facebook and other sort of social media sites. So yeah, I want to get your guys' thoughts on that.
I want to know why. What is the reason for that? Like, what was his reasoning for saying, okay, you can't self-promote? Is it because he just wants Twitter to
He's a
be
big,
his.
massive
And
man baby. That's why.
Because he's
exactly, yeah.
he's got
He's
a
an
giant
idiot.
5 head. I mean, a 4 head. It's just
Because is it just because he's being a greedy bastard and he doesn't want any affiliation with any other third party kind of social media that's not Twitter?
Pretty much. But then
whatever
again-
his reason was, it quickly got fucking
Yeah.
It clearly wasn't enough for him to really want to do it, because as soon as the outcry came back against it, it was quickly overturned and changed again.
How do you even enforce that?
Yeah.
Like the amount of Twitter accounts there are,
Yeah.
you're expecting people like, I don't know, like a robot or some kind of code to go through everyone's profiles, and if they see any kind of links, like, right,
Yeah,
you're banned, or
there'd be a code of some sort that just searches bios for keywords.
what was the did he say like what the implication was if you had that?
Hold on,
Was it just like a warning?
I think it
or-
was. To be fair, they initially said it was they were going to suspend accounts that were used primarily for the promotion of other
Yeah, primarily for promotion of other sites.
of other sites. Yeah,
Other sites, sorry.
Right.
I'll just try and get this up.
so yeah, it's I don't know.
Do you think that has anything to do with like not anything to do with it, but you know, like the gamer network thing?
No, probably not.
That'd be hilarious if it was.
I think it's just a lot of there's too many. I think it's a way of getting rid of a lot of non-access, like bot-based accounts, is what they were aiming for anyway. I don't know. I think they went about it the wrong way, but it was more of a get rid of these bot accounts that just spot keywords and instantly comment and go to profiles based on when one of these, like if the GFX designer ones that pop up on every single
Yes.
streamer and content creators.
Oh,
Yeah. So
The
I
amount
found
of
I found the actual article.
Okay.
And it is Twitter said it will no longer allow users to promote other social media accounts on its platform. Okay, we recognize many of our users are active on other social media platforms. However, we will no longer allow free promotion of certain media platforms on Twitter. So I have a feeling like if he didn't get a backlash, he would have and tied this to like the blue check mark or something.
Yeah.
It was. Many users have been sharing other social media accounts on Twitter following Mr. Musk's takeover in October. Twitter said that the company will still allow cross-platforming from different platforms, but tweeting content like follow me on @username on Instagram or username @mastodon.social. No idea what that is.
Yeah, Mastodon with
It,
like Linktree.
yeah,
stuff.
is now a policy violation.
Lord.
Posting third-party link aggressors like Linktree and Ink Bio is also banned under the new rules. So Linktree is actually people for like work and stuff. So
Yeah.
banning that as well.
Yeah,
So that's
a lot of people, especially those who like content creation, be it in streaming, in YouTube,
Yeah.
in TikTok, and even in adult entertainment, is Linktree's a big thing for them, sharing their links
Yeah.
to everywhere you can find them. And it doesn't mean that they're just bots who are utilizing those things to advertise different social medias. It's just they'll have it on every social media platform that they use. They'll
Yeah.
have a Linktree bio, like they'll have it on their Twitch, they'll have it on their YouTube, they'll have it on their OnlyFans page, they'll have it on their Patreon page. It was stupid, and I'm glad it didn't actually go through, despite me seeing it and instantly going through everything and removing them all just to be on the same side.
I had a Ko-fi link in my bio. It's still there.
I know. I went through and took everything off, and then went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah. Going forward, there will be a vote for major policy changes. So he's now going to do polls on Twitter for if he should do so.
Yeah, but then he did a poll saying should he step down as CEO, and the answer was yes.
Yeah, 57.5 of 17.5 million votes said yes. And he said he said he is stepping down, but he has to make change. He has to do stuff first.
Mr. Beast
Snoop
tweeted a
Dogg
message
did
straight afterwards. Yeah, so did
Snoop Dogg as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast
Actually,
commented on the poll, I think, just saying,
Yeah.
"Can I be CEO?"
To be honest, right? To be honest, right, it wouldn't surprise me if Mr. Beast would come CEO. To be honest, it'll be hilarious.
He'll be fucking president in the next.
Yeah, but
15 years.
no, Beast will get like a video of it giving away Twitter CEO to a random subscriber.
Yeah,
That'll be a YouTube video and a half.
I made this person Twitter CEO for a day, and here's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Some content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. Right, Z, do you have any sort of Twitter-based drama that you want to?
I probably have the same one as you, so I mean,
Yeah.
I can just put input into your one really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
I mean,
we've
I'm
kind of
not-
been following know,
I'm
when you
not
live with
going.
someone.
I'm not going massively into this one because, and Dan doesn't know this yet, so this is news for Dan as well.
Oh, okay.
I will be releasing another video this week once I have done a little bit more background digging, background search. But recently, I had a one-on-one call with another Twitch streamer, another content creator, to discuss a lot of the issues that have been happening or that have come across on Twitter this past week with someone who I've mentioned a few times on this podcast before, and that is, of course, JTX, Joe Tendo.
Oh.
But not just them. There's been a lot of issues with BB Jess, with Hey Tony. There's been a lot of things going on online on Twitter, and especially when it comes to content creator stuff on there. And I don't want to call it drama because, to be fair, it's not. A lot of this is people's lives, and people's lives and personal issues are not drama as such. Drama, to me, is making a mountain out of a molehill when it comes to little things like I don't know. I got banned for the wrong reason out of this person's. Something stupid little thing is making drama out of it. It's just being over drama. This is more poor interactions from people and an inability to listen, engage, and learn. And it's driving me round the bend. Deflection, refusal to address. It's just, I've been involved. I followed JTX Joe Tendo for a bit. I still do, actually. I say followed. I still do follow. But as everyone knows who knows I cannot fucking stand this support for support, follow for follow nonsense. And that was how I became aware of him. Because he called out a lot of it. And I watched a lot of his content. I engaged with a lot of what he said. And a lot of what he said resonated with me in that regard because I can't fucking stand it. But lately, there's just been more and more, from my aspect anyway, of just this dogged dig your heels in, insert yourself into places where you're not needed or not even involved in the original discussion just to cause drama around other people or cause controversy around other people. There's an unhealthy obsession just now, and I don't like it. So I had a chat with someone yesterday, and it was a good hour-long call I think I was in for, where I got a lot of information. I told the person I will not discuss it in depth until I've had a chance to do my own investigations into it and have a look and just back up what they've said to me or query what they've said to me. And I want to give other people a chance to have their input on it as well. I did ask JTX yesterday if he wanted to have a one-on-one conversation. Admittedly, I used a fucking photoshopped image to get his attention because he hadn't answered my questions earlier in the day, and he wasn't too impressed with that. Fair enough. But I did ask on my own Twitter account, do you want a conversation with me? Oh, because you've used that image? No, don't think so. And I'm like, well, got your attention. It was literally just to get your attention, and it worked.
Yeah.
Because I'd asked them other questions a couple of hours beforehand that had never been answered. So I'm like, well, I've got to do something to get your attention to try and get an answer from you. So now I've done it, and it's worked. So,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Fuck it. So again, it's public. I've not done it privately or hidden it anywhere. It's public. It's on my fucking Twitter page, @SmackStreams, if you want to see what it was. It's nothing overly offensive or aggressive. It was just a meme that I'd made, which I thought was quite funny. A couple of other people thought was quite funny. Fair enough. I didn't do it to garner attention. I just wanted his attention and an answer from him. He declined the chance to have a conversation. I admit I'm a fucking nobody when it comes to the online internet world. So if he wanted to do it privately or do it publicly, I didn't really care. I've told him I will have a discussion on Twitter threads, in DMs. I'll have a call with him if he needs it. But yeah, no. And but there's a few other people involved in it that I would like to look into a little bit more. I'm not going to sit and say I will come to you with all of the facts, everything in place. I will come to you with what I have found and with my opinions on it. Nothing more. And so that'll be coming later on this week. So I don't want to go into too much detail. But there has been a fuck knuckle of a discussion on it over the last couple of days, and Z will tell you I lost my patience a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, you did, and I think it gets to the point where it's like you said, Joe Tendo or JTX. He had a lot of good input about the SVS and FRF and that kind of stuff. But when it got to the point that it was like an obsession with certain people and certain drama topics, it was kind of just getting boring. It was like a broken record. It's like, for God's sake, like really, putting it on people's own timelines and that sort of stuff. And, it's like, if you want to discuss things like that, put it on your own, put it on your own thread. Yeah, exactly. And he comes across to me as a kind of politician, really. And especially the fact that he was dodging a lot of the questions asked and that sort of thing. I was just like, oh God, here we go again. Here's another politician-based person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought you were going to talk about something else. So I do actually have some Twitter drama as well.
Go for it then. Go for it.
So I don't know Smack knows that this has been quite a big thing lately, but Andrew Tate has been arrested by Romanian authorities.
Yeah.
So it all started with some kind of back and forth between Greta Thunberg, the climate change activist.
Yeah.
I think she initially tweeted something about car emissions. I don't know if it was initially aimed at Andrew Tate, but basically Andrew Tate came back to say, hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a big fucking quad turbo engine.
It requires a lot of fuel and has a big fucking engine.
Yeah, my 2 Ferraris have these big engines. This is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection, their respective enormous emissions. And attached to that is a photo of him filling up one of those
I think
cars.
that was his Bugatti he was fueling. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So Greta responded to say, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com.
She's missed a trick there. Greta Life would have been a fucking brilliant.
I know. In response to that, Andrew Tate posted a YouTube video in response, and unfortunately had decided to order a pizza before said video, and the pizza boxes had, I think it was an address.
Yeah,
of
the name of a Romanian pizza place.
Exactly,
yeah.
And
Jerry's
the authorities from that managed to find out his location and arrested him on the trafficking allegations.
They needed proof that he was in the country.
Yes.
Before they could raid his address. Because otherwise it would just be like SWAT and no one's there. And as soon as he posted a video with the pizza boxes, it was like, well, he's here.
Yeah, exactly. So he basically doxed himself.
Pretty much.
News came out, I think, yesterday evening that the Romanian court have actually ordered him. He's actually got to stay in custody for 30 days.
Yeah,
apparently so. But he has sent out tweets and stuff since. Except saying like the Matrix sent their agents or somebody there. Yeah.
I've seen like people say that he's already out.
Yeah.
He might be released on bail. I don't know.
The big issue I've got with it is one of the reasons, and there's loads of videos of them going out there, of like he says he moved over to Romania is because he believes corruption should be accessible to everyone, or whatever it was, something along those lines. I'm misquoting directly. But yeah, so it's just like he knows that there's an opportunity over there to bribe his way out of whatever trouble he's in. Yeah. And I'm like, it's I don't know. I'll be intrigued to see. I did like the fact that Greta tweeted out afterwards as well, going, "This is why you should recycle your pizza boxes."
I know. I was going to say about the victory lap that stuck. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he's fully in custody because, like I said, he tweeted like an hour ago.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I think he's probably been released on some kind of terms.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know why.
Yeah, he said the Matrix sent their agents.
Yeah,
that was his.
I've got a vision of him sitting in. I mean, we watched Now You See Me and Now You See Me 2 recently, and the cushy cell that Morgan Freeman's character's in afterwards, with like a laptop and a big cozy chair and having steak for dinner and all that jazz. So I've just got images of him. That's where he's probably sitting anyway, just sitting there chilling out with a mobile phone and having conversations as usual. They've just moved him to a slightly smaller room than he was in before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot as well. That a lot of the top G fanboys are now coming out and having an issue with, because a lot of folk have says that they attack sex workers and adult entertainment workers for demeaning themselves and all that jazz, not realizing that the person that they idolize so much is basically a pimp.
Yep.
I mean, him and his brother run
More or
these
less.
fucking webcam show things out of there. But, you know, it's... there's so much misinformation and disinformation spread around the entire thing. It's always... I've always said with Andrew Tate, yes, he has a lot of problematic opinions, but it's hard to pin down exactly where he's coming from. I don't agree with anything he fucking says at all.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to pin down exactly where the problem lies. Like what he's doing, because there's so many different things that he's doing wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the catalyst? What does this start? Could we just... Like, it sounds really bad, but get the man help.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs an education in the actual world. And it sounds really bad. I kind of hoped he would fight Jake Paul, because I actually think Jake would box fuck out of him.
I'd actually pay money to see that.
I can't stand Jake Paul. I fucking hate him.
I mean, sadly, I don't think he would, because that's the whole entire reason why he would. You know, because that's why I think that's probably why he went back to Romania. To be honest,
they're probably really good friends off of this. You know, they're probably really good friends, and it's.
Jake Paul looks like someone who Andrew Tate would be friends with. So
yeah, I feel that there is a lot of, like, I don't think Andrew Tate's fans help his cause in the slightest.
No,
in the slightest, because they are. And you know something? I'll tie it back into the thing I was discussing as well, in regards to like fan base and the people you surround yourself by, your follower base. Mm-hmm. So, like, BBJS put out an apology for some of their actions recently, and stated in their apology, "Look, to my followers, please don't defend me." And yet, still within that thread, there was a fuck ton of their fans defending people or defending them. And it's like, hang on a minute, the person that you actually follow and that you're here for has asked you not to do this, and yet you're still going out and doing it anyway. So it's like, even if Andrew Tate did come around and do like a 180 and go, actually everything I've said is fucking nonsense, all you folks who are following me, please stop with the misogynistic fucking stupid viewpoints and the aggressive points that come with it, I don't think that his followers would be able to process that.
Yeah.
Like, I think they would still be, they'd probably be more aggressive than they are now.
Yeah.
Because it would be like the Matrix got to him. Quick, we need to help him and free our leader from the corrupt grasp of these. It's gotten way, 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 way too fucking problematic now. And we're going to see someone like that in power one day.
Oh, well, we already had someone in power that one day, remember? I mean, to be honest, Johnson to some extent.
Yeah, true. And fucking Putin and Trump. Yeah. I take back what I said. It's already happened. Fuck it, we're screwed.
Yay!
We don't just focus on negativity on these shows. We don't just focus on the negative news. One thing we missed on the last couple of shows is our game positivity. Like a game that has been bringing us positive, happy vibes. Something that we're looking forward to or that we're enjoying right now.
I'd like to... thing with that, I've just got some breaking news.
Oh, go for it.
Ooh.
The Pope has passed away.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Right, okay,
he's not the current Pope.
I was going to say it's the previous, isn't it? Is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Pope,
it's the
Pope
previous
Emeritus
one.
Benedict. No idea what the fuck that name is. But yeah, Pope, last Pope passed away.
Wow.
934 today.
He was the first Pope in 400 years, I want to say, to actually step down from his role.
Yeah.
But was still living in Vatican City. And so it was really weird for a lot of people to have two pontiffs walking around.
Yeah. Again, the first Pope to resign in 600 years.
600 sorry. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't very well for a long time.
Yeah, I'd seen someone in the news the other day. I was where I'd seen about he'd been the first one to resign in so long.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I didn't know it was that serious. Well, again, I'm not a religious person, but I know a lot of people do have a strong connection to whoever the current reigning, defending, undisputed Pope of the world is.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm sorry for the loss to everyone who this impacts and affects. That sucks, man. I mean, obviously, again, as well, while we're here, not breaking news, but since we recorded the last show, another icon in the world has passed away. Pele passed away a few days ago.
Yeah.
Fucking just, I hate this time of year.
Pele's the footballer, right?
Yeah.
I thought I heard that name before.
Yeah, Brazilian, only player to win the World Cup 3 times.
Oh, damn.
Just made his debut, his World Cup debut at 17 or something, and scored 6 goals in 4 games in his first tournament. It just anything that any footballer does now is, Pele did it first.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So, Jesus Christ, what a fucking shit week. Why is it? It seems to be
And Vivienne Westwood.
Vivienne Westwood as well. Yeah, you mentioned that one to me yesterday.
I don't want to read too much into it, but I feel like they've got a sneak peek into 2023 and realize just fucking nat them out.
Yeah, just fucking washed their hands of it early.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they've done, because I feel like that's what I don't want to read too much into it, but I feel like 2023, right? They're just going to go, yeah, I think we've had a good one this year. I'll just chill for the next one.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what we need to do now, though?
Yeah.
We need to go and find David Attenborough and protect him at all costs.
Oh, fuck, I say that every fucking year. Please protect the
Every year needs to be put in like a massive Zorb ball so we can't...
Listen, if we could freeze fucking Walt Disney, we can freeze David Attenborough, right? If we can preserve one, we can preserve the other.
To be honest, I would rather preserve David Attenborough than Walt Disney, to be honest.
Yeah, true. So, I'd like to think that, in their final moments, people would have been sitting with the likes of Vivienne Westwood, the Pope, Pele, and saying, look, we'll miss you. Thank you for your time. And at one point, one of them turned around and went, don't worry, you'll see me fucking soon enough. Because they know what's coming next year.
And they're like, what? And then they're going...
Finger guns, point to the camera. Just fucking, yeah, that would be like yeah.
I would just love. I would have just loved if he played with them before they left, like for the Pope. Just like I actually had a nun behind.
Oh God!
And that's it.
Next week's lottery numbers will be
exactly.
God,
I've got buried treasure in a certain location.
Just as he's passing, like the Pope comes out with the most anti-religious thing possible.
Mm. To be honest, right?
Hail Satan!
To be honest, right? If I'm ever like that, I get like that age 95.
Yeah.
Right, and I've done so many things in the world. Hopefully, right? Before I go, like a minute before my death, I'm gonna have to time it. Right, I'm gonna get Mr. Blobby in.
Mr. Blobby?
Why would you torment people who are mourning you?
Why would you bring on the nightmares?
Because I won't be there to witness it. So,
does anyone here? It's completely dark tangent we've gone off on here.
I know, yeah. Talk about positivity.
It's all right. We're fine. We've got a positive sandwich to end it with. Does anyone here know what they want written on their gravestone when they pass, or on a memorial?
I don't.
Free Wi-Fi.
Dan, that's what I got. Have we spoken about this before? I think I might have mentioned it.
Yeah, I think we have, yeah.
I want free Wi-Fi. Just, the little Wi-Fi symbol in the top corner of my headstone. Or make it a Pokestop.
Ooh, no, not even a Pokestop, Poke Gym.
And there's nothing but ghost types.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost type, yeah.
Fuck's sake. It was going so well.
Now, you were saying something about a game.
Games.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Pokemon, I've tied it right the way back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, what has sort of got your attention game-wise lately? Dan, we'll go to you first.
Oh. Now, at the moment, I've been more...
Pretty much you've had about 4 weeks to come up with this since the last time we spoke about it.
Yeah, but, I don't do things in preparation.
True.
But I've been, like I say, I've been playing a lot more Dynasty Warriors 9 recently, mainly due to the fact that DLCs came out for it.
Okay.
Which costs 80 goddamn quid.
Fucking what?
Whoa.
Yeah, which I'm not able to buy because I'm waiting for CD Keys to come out with it on stock, which is only 20. Okay.
Fucking hell, 80 quid, man.
80 quid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know some of these games are like people really like these games.
Yeah.
Like Japanese, Chinese era, you go around, you kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? It's a fun game. But if you've played 4 and if you've played 5, you've played 4, then you've played 5. Then you've played 5, you've played 6. They're exactly the same scenarios, they're exactly the same battles, but just different graphics.
Oh, for God's
sake. Did you say that's the Dynasty Warriors games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I've played the Zelda version of that, Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, like, it's just a hack and slash.
I mean, yeah, there's different versions of it. Like the Samurai Warriors. There's.
I just hear hack and slash and instantly think of like 2 random villains from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles history. I don't know why. Or the fucking the old WWE Tag Team Champions, Axe and Slash.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Axe and Slash. But like there's the Samurai Warriors, and then to be honest, they've combined them. into Orochi Warriors as well. So they got some from the Dynasty Warriors series and some from the Samurai Warriors. Threw them all into a portal and made it a game.
I thought you were going to say like into robots, and we're getting fucking Pacific Rim.
Robot Warriors.
We've got fucking Craig Charles as you come about to present it.
His leather jacket.
God. Oh, so that's kind of kept you occupied recently, Lindsay. What about you?
Me?
Yes, Yorsy.
You just said, what about you?
No, I said,
what about you?
Oh, okay. It's not really a new game for me, but it's quite new in terms of streaming. So I've recently been streaming Dead by Daylight.
Hey, you have.
Yes. And it's been really good fun. Still playing Survivor, not really brave enough to do Killer yet. But yeah, no, it's been really, really good. Although, saying that, the EU servers have been quite problematic recently.
They've been shit.
And yeah, they've been shit. And the lag has just been unreal. Although it has been funny at times, it is also frustrating.
It's fucking content. You've got a fucking nigh on viral TikTok coming out of it as well as you go.
Yeah, I can't remember how many views it's sitting on at the moment, but I think it's like over 3,000 views at the moment.
I know that's technically not viral numbers, but I still like to say it.
But it's viral for me. So.
It's fucking good numbers, and yeah, it was funny to watch.
Yeah, but it's been good trying to prestige more survivors. Learning a lot more about the game as well, and certain builds and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't think I'd ever get into a game like that, but no, it's been really good fun. And playing with obviously you and other folk as well.
I think that's where I enjoy it a bit more. Like when I stream it, if I'm not playing with friends surviving, I tend to I'll go, fuck it, if I'm just playing by myself, I'll play Killer then for a bit instead.
Yeah.
And if I am playing with other folks, survivor-wise, I like to be in a chat with them. But it's the big issue I have with it is if I'm going to be playing with friends in a custom or in a lobby and there's 4 of us or 3 of us as a survivor, I'd like to have all 3 of us able to communicate with each other. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose, and you're just like being in a solo queue anyway. So
yeah. No, I do enjoy the community aspect of it.
Yeah, it don't get me wrong. Again, it's one of those that can have, because you've got like the post game chat, it can get so insanely toxic sometimes.
Yeah.
And
just a little bit. A little bit.
It can be like really, a lot of people class it as like toxic playstyles as well, where they go like, oh, the killers are camping, and I'm like, look, it's just another playstyle. If the killer suits that kind of playstyle, then fine, just learn to play around it. Learn to they're going to camp someone cool, sacrifice them, let them camp there and go and get 2 gens done while you're doing it, or go in with 3 of you and try and get a save off of it if you can't. Just try and do different things. But you can also get some of the coolest people in it as well, where they'll just get killers who just want to have fun. Like Ghostface is such a meme-based killer because they can teabag and crouch as well at the same time, and they can do little loons. It's just a lot more options for fun as well as issues.
Yeah, definitely.
Ghostface was one of the only ones that could do bush tactics. So
yes, bush tactics as a killers. And of course, we've got a couple of videos. There's still another one to come out based on our No Perk series. I have it there. I am getting to it. It's just I've had a lot more other stuff going on with the festive period. I haven't really focused on the editing side, but I am back to it as of this. Not after this weekend, as of Monday. I've got a lot to get done because obviously I start college in a month or 2 as well.
Yeah,
in fact, just over a month actually, a month and a few days.
Yeah, I forgot you were starting college this year.
Going back to it. I'm going back to the college.
I'm back to the college.
I'm going to be a mature student in age, if not in mentality and approach. But I'm not the only one. We convinced Squeak to go back as well, another member of the group.
Yep. The boys are back.
I know. Game-wise, for me, I'm not actually going to discuss a computer game.
Ooh.
It's been the festive season. A lot of people play games with the family over Christmas and New Year. Game that got my attention recently was Monopoly.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Monopoly, the family bringer, the family killer, the mood killer. And I'm only bringing it up this time because I got to torment the fuck out of my father with it.
Oh, that was hilarious.
My dad managed to buy or own at some point an entire side of the board. So 2 different streets. I think he had the yellow streets and the orange, red, whatever ones they are.
I think so, yeah.
I had owned one of the yellow streets and tormented him with asking for a stupid price for it, which he ended up paying more than what I originally asked for. And then when he owned this entire side of the board, he thought, here we go. now's the time. He put houses on them all. He's like, yes, the money's going to start rolling in. And the four other players, me, Z, my son, my stepmom, we kept doing laps of the board and landing on everything in between the fucking streets.
His face.
We're landing on Community Chest. We're landing on Chance. We're landing on the train station. We're landing on everything but his fucking buildings that he had. And I'm not just talking once or twice. All of us had about 6 goes around the fucking board without landing on a single thing.
Oh my God.
He was fuming.
It got to the point where he was like broke and he had to mortgage off the electric company and then had to he sold me. No, didn't he swap me or something? The whole yellow bit for something else?
Yeah.
Oh God. It was hilarious.
He'd land on like one of the, is it Park Lane in Mayfair? He landed on one of them, bought it, and then Nathan comes around a few turns later and buys the other one, so he can't have the whole street. He buys 2 of the yellows, I buy one of the other ones, so he can't own the whole street. He bought one of the brown ones, one of the worst ones, I bought the other one just to prevent him owning the whole thing, so he had to do deals with everyone else. But the stupid thing is, he tried to deal with me first, and I'm like, don't, because I'm going to drive a massive wedge in here. I want money from you for this. And everyone else took their cue from that to then go, well, if he's going to ask for it, I'm fucking asking for it too. And he just kept digging himself a deeper and deeper and deeper hole. And you could see this man slowly giving into the food that he'd consumed during the day. And the general warmth of the room, because obviously it's a small living room. There was like 5 of us and a dog in there, as well as the weight of everyone else just owning fuck out of him through this game. He's sinking in his chair. The voice is just gone. He's not talking to anyone. It was so much fun because he's usually the big bully when it comes to these games. He's the smart man who buys up everything, bullies his way through stuff, and really goes for it. And to see him get owned by a 16-year-old sitting to his left, it's just comedy gold.
Laughing as well. Nathan was
pissing himself all the time.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it was brilliant. So yeah, board games, Monopoly specifically. I've still got 2 different versions of Monopoly that are unopened and still sealed in their boxes as well. Never been touched.
I want the World of Warcraft Monopoly, to be honest.
The WoW Monopoly. There is an Aberdonian version of Monopoly called Walk in the Mat. And the very first issue of it, or the very first version of it, they got launched. My dad's shop that he had in Newsagents as a kid was one of the places on it.
Hey.
So I still want to try and track that version of it down if I can at some point. So,
I have to try and find. Well, actually,
it's an eBay special.
Yeah,
let's have a look at what was it called?
Walk in the Mat.
Walk in
the Mat. M-A-T, I think it was. I don't think it was M-A-T-T.
The Mat.
Yeah, just put Walk in the Mat. But here we go. Dun, 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 musical interlude while Dan Googles.
Walking Dead.
I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the areas in Aberdeen do resemble that. But
Giant Monopoly. Try eBay. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
While Dan is doing a quick search for that, Z, who is your one to watch for us for this week?
So my one to watch is That English Gal. GAL at the end. So this is someone that I know personally as Serena, and she is an English streamer but lives in Scotland with her husband, who is also a streamer. But yeah, she's a gamer girl with too many hair colours under her belt. English, if you didn't guess by the username. Not the best gamer, but at least I try. So she plays quite a lot of Dead by Daylight. That is her main game by the looks of it. She's currently on 2.3k followers, so she's doing really well for herself. I think it's like the time that she plays quite a lot in the evenings.
Yeah.
So, she manages to get like the US crown. But yeah, she's an awesome person. She's recently shaved her hair, which is brilliant. So she's sporting a lot of funky wigs, which look very cool. She has some cats as well, which are really, really cute. And yeah, that is my my one to watch.
Cats are always
I don't think she. Let me just see if she's got a schedule. She normally goes live. let's see here. So it looks like it's Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday around the evening time. So between like 8 p.m. To kind of 9:30 p.m. that she normally goes live. So yeah.
Nice. There we go. The links, of course, to That English Gal will be in the description down below on the YouTube video and in the Spotify link as well, if you want to check them out. Dan, who's your one to watch for this week before we find out if you manage to search this fucking...
Okay, well, I have someone who is currently live as of this moment.
Oh my god.
Has been streaming for 18 hours and 19 minutes.
Oof.
Fucking hell.
His name is the Low Budget Mafia.
Okay.
At the moment, he is streaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It also plays Apex as well as any other Battle Royale game. And it is. He's just a regular Canadian guy serving up some hot garbage on Xbox. It is. He likes everyone to enjoy the shit show, as he likes beer, guns, and video games. Oh, and Oxford commas. He doesn't want to leave that one out. Okay. Now, he wants everyone to start watching his stream. He likes to make big rocks small. He can be funny on occasion, and poodles can fuck right off because they can't be trusted.
No, my mom's got poodles.
What the fuck?
Well, they can't be trusted according to the Low Budget Mafia.
Oh my god.
That sounds chaotic.
Yeah, he doesn't have any like schedule thing up on his information, sadly. So all I can say is that just search him up. If he's been streaming for 18 hours a day, I can guarantee he'll stream like some other time. You know?
God. Again, links to the madness will be down in the description. I've got a friend of mine I'm going to highlight for this week. It's Phoenix XD.
Hey.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Jack, as he's known to me. Unfortunately, he is a Celtic FC football fan, but I don't judge him too harshly.
No, I feel sorry for him.
His name's Phoenix. Jack, Scottish content creator for the Scorer Network RP, which is one of the more sort of up-and-coming EU North American GTA 5M servers. So for those who play GTA 5 and do a lot of the roleplay stuff, Jack does a lot of that. Also plays Call of Duty Warzone. And has a couple of sort of official partner codes and stuff as well. So he's getting out there for himself, and I'm very proud of the work that Jack has put in to grow his stream as much as he has. Because when Jack came into a lot of this sort of community that we have now within the Shack, Jack was still very, very new to everything. Was just starting to find his way and do what he did. He joined me on a charity stream. We played a bit of Call of Duty then. But yeah, he's done very well. He's found I don't want to say he's found his niche, but he's found his comfort zone, and it's nice to see him able to stream regularly, do what he likes to do, and grow his channel a bit as well.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, again on his page, things like Wraith Energy, ConQ Gaming, and stuff that you can use his code for if you want to go through. But yeah, it's ITZ Phoenix XD. And all the links to his socials and stuff are on there as well. He's got a big Saltire flag that hangs behind him, so it's a very simple background. I'll freely admit Jack's accent's a bit stronger than mine, so he can be quite difficult to understand sometimes if you don't
just
know
a little
bit. But definitely someone worth it. If you like GTA 5 roleplay and you like watching a bit of Warzone, Jack is definitely one to check out. And yeah, that's my one to watch. Dan, did you find the fucking game?
Well, I have found a Monopoly Aberdeen edition.
Okay, yeah, there is one of those that tends to have the football players on the front of it.
Yeah, this one doesn't have the football. Actually, it does have football players. It also has like people in rafts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like the Tall Booth, Aberdeen Art Gallery, Ship Row.
Yeah.
There's a thing where Aberdeen Harbour, income tax where you just sell drugs instead.
Which we can see from our allotment.
Yeah. How was the allotment anyway?
It's fucking ace. It's fucking ace. Don't judge me.
Ooh, Beach Promenade.
All I'm going to say is, within 2 seconds of me typing it into Google, I found a link on eBay.
Oh, good enough.
To the game.
There we go.
So I don't know what the fuck you were typing in. But it's Walking the Mat 2, I found. It's Aberdeen mid-1990s board game. Some parts are still sealed. Aberdeen's best-selling board game containing, what was it? A bunch of brand new questions, colour photo cards, and all that jazz.
Well, there we go. Done.
A couple of small marks to the outer box, otherwise it would have been listed as new, never been played. It's I'll ping a link to it in the on the description of this, so anyone, if you want to buy it, you can. And I'll also share it on the in our little chat group where we've got as well, just to keep things, keep things between us.
There's a little between us. Not everyone gets to see
my
us.
mallet is only one stop away, so this is kind of timing it perfectly for us wrapping things up.
Yes.
Wait, a mallet?
I've ordered a mallet, yes, for putting in.
Why?
Posts and
I mean, all right. I was gonna say, why did you order a mallet?
I don't know. We bought a shovel for some people to dig themselves out of the hole they get into in Twitter drama.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
A shovel to put them in there.
Yeah. When I was started doing my mother's garden, I ordered tools that I had no idea had to be used.
Yeah.
Like I ordered that thing that's like got the 4 spikes on the end for digging up dirt.
It's a fork, Dad.
Oh, we looked at that.
No. It's like a square fork.
Oh, the turners. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Claws.
Yeah. Square fork. Yeah.
Oh, I'm guessing.
I think that might be the mallet.
Oh God, Derek, on you go. That might be the mallet. See, are you able to get that?
Huh? Yeah, I'll get it.
Can you grab the door, please, while Dan and I do a quick recap? Well, folks, if ever you needed proof that these things aren't edited and are put out as raw can be, there it was. I get a delivery turning up at the door and the dog goes fucking mental. Dan, is there anything from you that you would like to bring up or discuss or mention before we wrap up today's show?
I mean, not really. I mean, normally I would do like a funny quip at the end of these, but I don't actually have one today. All I would say is I would 100% agree with Low Budget Mafia and say that poodles are dicks and shouldn't be trusted.
Well, fuck you. Z, anything from you? Thank you very much for being our first guest, for starters.
It's okay. Thank you for having me on.
Indeed.
Well, I hope everyone has always had a good New Year and stay safe and don't drink too much. And
yeah, I mean, this is going out on New Year's Day, so...
Happy New Year, everybody!
Don't drink too much is already out the fucking window. Most of them are hungover to shit if they're listening to this. I'm probably wondering why they click play. Fuck off!
Quietly.
No!
A bit hungover.
No! No, wake them up, especially Squeak. Squeak will be listening to this with a hangover, guaranteed.
Oh, God, yeah.
Put down the rum.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year to all. And like I say, from me and from Dan, thank you very much to Z for being our first guest. We're not going to have a guest on every week, so the next show will probably just be Dan and I. Sorry. But, you know, if there's anyone who wants to come on and be a guest on the show, by all means, get in touch with us. If you're anyone you want to suggest as a guest, again, get in touch with us. Leave comments on the YouTube videos. If you don't already, please follow us on Spotify. And give us a review if you can. You have to listen to a couple of episodes on Spotify, but then you can review the show. But reviewing the show does really help us get a bit of traction in the algorithm. And if you're watching on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. Leave a like, leave a comment. Any form of interaction or engagement is always a bonus. There will be more content from me. It won't be coming through the Shack channel. It'll be coming from me directly regarding the other stuff that I spoke about earlier. So by all means, if you want to keep an eye out for that, feel free. But I ain't linking my own channel in this because this is purely for the Shack. But yeah, to everyone who's supported us through our first 7 episodes that got us through Christmas, thank you for sticking around and thank you for subscribing. To those who are watching this on January 1st, I hope you have a fucking awesome year, because 2022 sucked for most people, so let's hope this one is an improvement. Indeed. And yeah, thanks to everyone for your support. Here's to bigger and better things for Aspect Ratio as we go. Love you all. Peace.
Bye.
Goodbye.